Said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is an iconic film to rewatch, especially this time of the year. Well, you can actually walk in the footsteps of Ferris Bueller and see the Art Institute of Chicago through the eyes of the characters in the movie.
This is so cool. It's one of many interactive ways to explore the city. Joining us now is the founder of Chicago Movie Tours, Kelli Marshall. Kelli, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I love this. It's in the movie. This scene is about 2 minutes-ish, and it's such a great scene. And you've curated this entire tour, a 90-minute tour based on that 2 minutes.
That's correct. Yes. So the scene runs for 2 minutes in the film. It's kind of like this small music video that John Hughes has inserted into this film where these kids have their day off. And I have created an entire 90-minute tour around this scene itself.
What a way to learn and to see it too. I mean, the Chagall, you know, classic pieces of art, and you're teaching children, you know, who haven't seen it or have seen it at this point, you know, all about the history of art.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really great for families, of course, too, if you want to introduce your kids to art, because on the tour itself, I mean, the main focus is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, of course, but the art is there, and we're using the art as a springboard, basically, to talk about the movie. So the kids are getting to see all this world-famous classic art, and people who are from the Chicago area really get to revisit that art, but also get to look at Ferris Bueller's Day Off in a completely different way as you are moving around through the art museum itself.
I'm picturing you doing this tour and everyone handing you their phone saying, Kelli, can you take a picture of me just like Ferris looked?
Staring at the Surratt, right? Where
Yes.
they keep getting smaller and
Do you
smaller.
get that request?
Yes, all the time. I mean, it's the Surratt, and it's the one where the kids are all standing there mimicking the statue itself. So yeah, and sometimes when you're in the Art Institute and you're giving this tour, you will see people come in there dressed as Ferris Bueller and the other characters, or they have their Save Ferris t-shirts on. So, you know, I mean, it really adds to the tour itself because you can talk about how this movie really does have legs. I mean, this movie is 1986, but we are still really invested in this film, especially here in Chicago, right?
Oh, for sure. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and my favorite film, you know, about Chicago, filmed in Chicago. So obviously that gave you the inspiration to create this, did it not?
The
movie saying, I'm going to
I-
continue this all these years later. And
Yeah,
the success of it,
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, when I began Chicago Movie Tours, I mean, basically, if you're going to begin a company like this, there are several movies that you really kind of have to focus on. And I would say at least 3 of those are the Blues Brothers, The Dark Knight, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And so Ferris Bueller's Day Off was obviously one that I wanted to hit first. And I wanted to do something that was completely different than like a bus tour where you're going around and telling people, oh, that's where they filmed this scene, and this is the house where they filmed this scene. I wanted to do something that was way more in depth, and so that's where I came up with just picking one scene out of the film itself, and it happened to be the Art Institute because we obviously have access to all of this great art in Chicago, and then using that again as a jumping off point to talk about the film in depth.
I want to talk about some of the other places that you guys do tours as well. But first, real quick, what is the most interesting thing about that movie and the museum that you tie together that maybe we don't all know?
That you don't all know?
I don't know much, Kelli.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't know, for example, that John Hughes is not from Chicago. So the director of the film, people come in here thinking about John Hughes as this big Chicagoan, and he's not originally from here. I mean, he did move here in high school, had a relatively poor high school experience here in Chicago, and he used the Art Institute in his high school experience as a place of refuge. And we talk about that in the film itself because he knew where every single piece of art was. He knew where all the locations were, which is really great for his later in life idea of filming inside this museum. I mean, obviously, you know, he knows where everything is, so he knows how to set up shots and scenes. So that's kind of an interesting thing that I think people don't know.
No, I did not know that. Okay, so Joliet Prison.
Yes.
You guys did tours there.
So I do maybe 4 or 5 tours a year there at Old Joliet Joliet Prison, so it's Chicago and movies in prison.
Yeah.
So we work with the Joliet Area Historical Museum, and they give a physical tour of the prison itself. So you're learning about the history of the structures and the prison itself, and then I come in and talk about Chicago's movie history with the prison, because it really does span over a century. Actually, they started filming in Joliet in 1914.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We saw a picture too of Oz Park.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I just did a tour in October for the very first time. I ran it only 4 times, but I'll do it again next year when outdoor touring season starts back. But that tour is called Dark Hollywood in Chicago. So we talk about some of the scandalous events that have occurred in Hollywood related to The Wizard of Oz, the movie from 1939 with Judy Garland, with cocaine comedies. And then we talk about gangster films. So kind of a seedy side of Hollywood.
Yes, you hit all the Chicago major points.
Right,
Oh, Kelli, thank you so much.
This is wonderful. We need to take this tour. This is super cool. To learn more about the Art of Ferris Bueller Walking Tour and other fun excursions Kelli's company has to offer, just head to their website, chicagomovietours.com, or follow them on socials.
Thanks, Kelli.